Welcome to IRL Media News. I'm your host, Chris Thompson, and today we're talking about Brad Pitt's business empire, including his Plan B production company that he started with his ex-wife, Jennifer Aniston, and his growing collection of art studios. All that and more on today's episode of IRL Media News. Let's get into it. If that whole acting thing doesn't work out for Brad Pitt, he could easily fall back on his Plan B entertainment company. Started in 2001 with his then-wife Jennifer Aniston and movie producer Brad Gray, Brad Pitt invested his own money into the production venture. When he and Aniston parted ways, Brad Pitt kept Plan B in the divorce. Sometime later, Brad Gray also bowed out in favor of a leadership role with Paramount Pictures, leaving Brad Pitt as the sole shareholder. Plan B has had a good success churning out Oscar-nominated and winning movies, like the award-winning Moonlight, considered by some to be the best movie of the 21st century, even though it only brought in a modest $65 million at the global box office. The other two Oscar winners produced by Plan B were 12 Years a Slave and The Departed, with each earning more than double what Moonlight made at the box office. 12 Years a Slave saw its first weekend debut bringing in $923,000 from just 19 theaters. Overall, it made $187.7 million worldwide, with $56.7 million of that coming from just the United States box office alone. However, out of the three award winners, it was The Departed that made the biggest box office splash. It took the number one spot at the box office when it debuted in the United States, eventually grossing $291.5 million worldwide. Not all Plan B's financially successful movies were also Oscar winners. Their 2005 version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, starring Johnny Depp, brought in $475.8 million worldwide, second only to World War Z, starring Brad Pitt, which brought in $540.5 million worldwide. In Hollywood, not every movie can be a winner. Plan B's 2022 hopeful She Said looked like it could be an Oscar contender, but its meh reviews met with meh sales, and the movie only made $13.9 million worldwide. That's not a problem for Brad Pitt and his Plan B associates, who say they value diversity, innovation, and daring over box office numbers when it comes to their creative projects. By 2022, Brad Pitt claimed that his boutique production company was already bulging out at the seams of our little garage. That led Brad Pitt to sell his majority stake in Plan B, a total of 60% of the company, to French media conglomerate Mediawan. Various sources say the deal was worth north of $300 million, but less than $500 million, as has been mentioned in the press. There's been some reports that Brad Pitt may have earned around $113 million from the sale. One of the upsides of selling his majority stake in Plan B to well-financed overseas media companies is that it allows Plan B to access funding and tax credits that are only available to companies headquartered in Europe. Even before the Mediawan deal, Plan B hadn't limited itself strictly to movies. It's produced TV shows for Amazon Prime Video and HBO, and more recently, it made a foray into podcasting projects. Plan B signed an exclusive multi-project deal with Amazon's company Audible to create a collection of Audible Originals. It's great that Brad Pitt is diversified beyond acting, but did you know he's also an artist and a creative at heart? His love of art led him to purchase 3 Los Angeles art studios from the British art sculptor friend Thomas Hasiago in a rundown industrial-turned-hipster part of the Frogtown neighborhood. He bought the first 2 side-by-side studios for $4 million in 2016, and then in 2021, he bought a vintage manufacturing building in a separate deal worth $2.9 million. If you like this video, do me a solid and smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. Thanks. I'm your host, Chris Thompson, and this has been an IRL Media News production.